Welcome to accountancy class, grade 11. So the past 3 weeks we are discussing special purpose book, isn't it? So under special purpose book, we discussed cash book. So under the cash book, we discussed different types of cash book, single column cash book, double column cash book, then petty cash book. Then thereafter, purchase book, very important one. So we are going to prepare purchase book to record only credit purchases. Similarly, sales book, we recorded only credit sales. Now we are going to discuss same under special purpose book, purchase return book. So we are going to prepare purchase return book. So usually when you doing the business, you are going to purchase according to the business. Sometimes what will happen? Some purchases may be defective or maybe not in good quality or not based upon the sample what we seen earlier. So in this situation, so sometimes we can return back our purchase of goods. So that too we are going to record purchase returns with only the credit purchases. So what you purchased earlier on credit purchases, now we are going to return back. For that we are going to record under where? Purchase return book. Okay. Now let's see. So what is the meaning of purchase return book under special purpose book? See here as a purchase return book. So as we know, goods may be returned due to various reasons. Okay. So what are the various reasons? Maybe not of required quality. Okay. The goods are not of required quality. Isn't it? So what quality we expected? So that quality the particular supplier not able to fulfill. So naturally we want to return back the goods. Okay. That's what the quality is very important. Thereafter any defective. So defective maybe it will come during the transit of the goods from one place to other place, or maybe the manufacturing defective like that. So fault of the goods, defective, or it's very important, or not according to sample. So earlier what will happen? The supplier gives some sample. Based on that we are going to order the goods. So the whatever the sample earlier we see, so the supplier not fulfill the same sample quality of the goods. That's why the three situation. One may be not in quality, not expected required quality. So the quality may be very less or not good, what you expected earlier. Then defective. So goods may be defective or not according to the sample. So in this situation, we are going to return back the goods. So for that too, what will happen? So in this book, purchases return of goods are recorded. Okay. So then it does not record. That is here very important. Does not record return of goods purchased on cash basis. Correct? Because they are only going to return only credit purchases only, not cash basis. Nor or the return of purchases other than the goods in which the firm deals in. Suppose we are not dealing with the goods, so that returns we are not going to record in purchase return book. So only the goods what you are dealing in, that goods only you are going to return back based upon the quality or whatever the sample, not expected sample or a defective product, going to return the goods. That details you are going to record under purchase return book. That is very important. That too what? It's very important. Credit transaction, credit purchases earlier what you made. Now we are going to return back. Okay. That's what this point is very important. It does not record the return of goods purchased on cash basis, nor the return of purchases other than the goods in which it firm deals in. That is very important point. So basically not recorded and purchased on cash. Any cash purchase is defective, that is different. Okay. Then the next point, very important point. The entries are usually made in the purchase book, correct? Purchases return book on the basis of debit notes issued to the supplier. So you have to prepare a debit note. Already we have seen debit note where? Source document, isn't it? The format of debit note, the description of the goods details. So you have to issue the debit note. Based on the debit note, you want to record in the purchase return book. So here, the entries are usually made in the purchase return book on the basis of debit notes issued to the suppliers. And similarly, suppliers credit note issued by the supplier. So we can receive from the credit note from supplier side. simultaneously you want to issue a debit note to the supplier. Correct. That's what here two things are involved, debit note and credit note. So should be very careful. We are going to issue or any purchase return, we are going to issue debit note. Similarly, opposite side, supplier issue credit note. So you want to match both our debit note records and credit note records. Accordingly, we are going to record in purchase return book. Okay, that is very, very important. So based on the debit note, we are going to record any purchases return on the particular purchase return book. Correct. That is very, very important point here. So this point is very important. So we want to issue according to debit notes and credit notes. Correct. So debit notes issued to the supplier. So we are issuing as a businessman, they issued a debit note to the supplier. Similarly, based on the debit note, supplier also issued credit note to the as a ourselves. Correct. That is very, very important from the supplier. So we are received credit note from the supplier and we are giving debit note to the supplier. So two things very, very important. So you know the format of debit note, credit note, we already discussed in where? Source of document. Now you understood the importance of source document. That is the document evidence. Then the purchases return book is also known as return outward book. It's very important. Why it is called return outward book? Because our goods are gone out. So our stock value is reduced. So what you purchased earlier, now we are returned back. So naturally our goods goes out. That's why it is called return outward. So you can also call purchase return book or return outward book. So very, very important one. The other name of purchase return book. Now see the format of purchase return book. Same manner, how you are recording format of purchase book. Here as usual, so when you are going to record your purchase return, that's a date, thereafter particulars. As you know, we are going to issue which is supplier, return back the goods. That's what name of the suppliers. See, here account to be debited. Our purchase book accounts to be credited. So they are also supplier, here also supplier. Here you are return back the goods. That's why we debit the supplier name. Correct. So coming under the personal account because debit the receiver. Understood? That's what here account to be debited. See here debit note number. It's a very important one. See, in purchase book, we mention invoice number. Here, instead of invoice number, you want to show debit note number. That is very, very important. Then you know ledger folio. Here, details. Here, very, very important column here. So, once you purchased goods earlier, we enjoyed what? Quality discount, correct? So, trade discount. So, here also, when we enjoyed earlier, in purchase return book also, you want to show the details. So any quality discount offered by supplier, you also want to calculate same manner in when you return back the goods also. So that's why here it's a very, very important column, as inner column. You said now. Then finally, what's the total amount of our outer column? How much are going to return back to the particular supplier? Now understood. So once you understood the purchase book, now the purchase return book format is very, very easy. Okay. So now we are going to see how the purchase return book going to record it. Okay. Let's see now with some examples. Okay. So now let's see one exercise. Through that we are going to understand how we are going to record transaction purchase return book. See here I have given some examples. See first one. 2 Banarsi sarees at the rate of 2000 each and 2 Kanjivaram sarees at the rate of 12,500 each were bought from Nima Mills. Trade discount on all items at 20%. So what happened? We bought sarees, Banaras sarees and Kanjivaram sarees at the rate of 20% trade discount for each amount. So however, on delivery what happened? These sarees were found defective and were returned back with the debit note number 3/2016. So this was the first transaction. So how we are going to write? You know what is the name of the mills? Nima Mills. So these are the supplier name. Okay, Nima Mills. So we have to put, suppose any date we are going to record. Where they have to give any date, we have to record the date. Here, name of the supplier is what? Nima Mills. Okay, you have to write it here. So Nima Mills. Okay, so under that, 2 Banarsi sarees at the rate of how much? 2000 each, isn't it? So 2000 each. 2000 each. So how much it will come? Coming under 4000. Okay, debit note number, this one. We are going to write debit note number, this one. 3 bar 216. Okay, so 3 bar 216. So debit note number is very, very important here. Okay, then to Kanjivaram sarees at the rate of how much? At the rate of 12,500. This one. Correct. 12,500. And each. So how much will come? So naturally 2 into 12,500 coming under 25,000. Okay. So 25,000. So total is 29,000. So what you are going to do? See, earlier we purchased on at the rate of 2,000 for 2 Banarsi sarees and 2 Kanjivaram sarees, 12,500 with what? 20% discount, pay discount. So now when you are going to return back also, you want to show same manner. So less trade discount. How much? So 29,000 into 20%, 20 by 100. So once you cancel this, you will get how much? 5,800. Okay, so 5,800. So outer amount you are going to write. So 0, 0, 10 minus 8, 2. Okay, so here 8 minus 5, 3. So 23,200 is the outer column. Okay, now understood. As some Imam mills do Banarsi sarees at the rate of 2,000 each, 4,000. Thereafter 2 Kanjivaram sarees, 12,500 each, so 25,000. Total comes 29,000. This 29,000. Again, you are going to deduct trade discount. 29,000 at the rate of 20%. Okay, so 20%. This one is 20%. Okay, so we are going to deduct 5,800. This is the value of the goods we are going to return back to whom? Neiman Mills. So you have to write here debit note, purchase book, invoice number. As a purchase return book, you are going to write debit note number. Okay, so one transaction over. Okay, so this is over. First one over. Then, on the second one, return to Payal Mills, Surat. There are 5 polyester sarees, 200 each. Trade discount 10%. Okay, now we are going to write what? Surat from Payal Mills. Okay, so next one, put number 1. Then number 2. Name of the supplier is what? Supplier is Payal Mills, Surat. Then right? Payal Mills, Surat. Underline. So what you are going to return back? Return to Payal Mills, Surat, or because of what? Some defective. So 5 into 200 each. 5. Polyester sarees at the rate of 200 each. Okay, debit note number 101. This one. Debit note number 101. That you have to mention. So here discount given. So inner column 1,000 less trade discount 1,000 into give you how much? 10%. Okay, so the 10% earlier we enjoyed, now same manner we want to work out. So 100 rupees are going to deduct as a trade discount. So outer column how much? Only 900 worth of polyester sarees returned back to Payal Mills. Surat. Okay, that's what our second transaction. Okay, so this is over. Then third one, the Cork Mills quota accepted the return of goods which were purchased for cash from us. Quota sarees at the rate of 80. So now whether we are going to record this transaction as a purchase return book? No, because it is for what? Cash purchases. So we can directly write in purchase account, purchase return account. When you open purchase return account directly, that you have to write. In a purchase return book, this won't come because it is purchased on cash. Now going to return back. Okay, so these goods could not recorded here. So no need to record under purchase return book. Reason is what? This is purchased for cash. Okay, so that's why no need to write under purchase return book. So purchase return book we are going to write only on credit purchases, not cash purchases. Okay, so this point is very, very important, this transaction. Okay, so we do not enter in purchase return book. Okay, so should be very careful when you read the transaction. Okay, then fourth one, return to Mittal Mills, Bangalore, 5 silk sarees at the rate of 520 each. Trade discount, they given 10%. Debit note number 103. See here, debit note number is running number always. So 101, 102, 103. Understood? So 102, we need not enter under purchase return book. We can directly enter purchase return book. Directly we are going to record, but not in purchase return book. See the debit note number 103. So now the party name is what? Mittal Mills. Okay, so third transaction, Mittal Mills, where? Bangalore. Okay, I have to underline. What are going to return? 5 silk sarees. 5 silk sarees. So 5 silk sarees. Okay, we are going to return back at the rate of 520 each. So 5 silk sarees at the rate of 520 each. Debit note number 103. Okay. So how much it will come? It come under 2,600. See, 2,600. 0, 5 2s are 10, 0, 1, 5 into 5, 25, 26. Then less. It's very important. Less. What they given? Trade discount. How much? 10%. Okay, less trade discount. Trade discount. How much? 2,600 into 10 by 100. Okay, we simply cancel. So 260. So 1 is 260. So how much outer column? 2,340. Isn't it? 2,340. So 2,340. Okay, that's what your fourth transaction we entered. Because it is here earlier credit purchases, now we are going to return back. That's why I am going to record under purchaser return book. Okay. Then the next transaction is what? Returned one typewriter being defective at the 7,000. Value of the typewriter is 7,000 to Bansal and Co. Should be very careful here. Whether I am going to record this transaction under purchase return book? No, because the typewriter is what? It is a asset, isn't it? So any purchase of assets, cash or credit. Similarly, any purchase return of assets, here it is a asset. That's why it's not considered for going right under purchase return book. This you can go and write directly for the purchase return account directly, not in purchase return book. Why? Because it is not related to the business, not related to goods deal in the business, correct? Because it is an asset. Just one typewriter, defective, return back. So it is not our sale of purchase of goods, correct? Purchases are based upon the sarees and salary starts like that. But here you are returning back the typewriter. The typewriter is coming under asset. See here, whatever the asset you purchased earlier due to defective, now you are going to return back, not going to enter under purchase return book. You are going to enter directly purchase return account. Okay, so not here. Okay, that's why this won't come. So this one also won't come. This one also won't come. Understood? Should be very important. This one. You understood? Should be very careful. Read the transaction. Okay. Now see what is the total for our purchase return. Okay. So 0, then 4, then 9 plus 3, 12, 14, 1, 2 plus 1, 3, so 6. So total is what? 26,440. What is the amount that? This is called purchases. Going to transfer where? Purchase return. Correct. This is called purchase return account. Account credit. That is very important. Okay. Purchase is debit. Here you have to mention this one is what? You can show where? Going to show purchase return account. How much? 26,440. Have understood how you are going to record if any return of goods under purchase return book. Should be very careful. Any cash purchases you do not enter under purchase return book. Similarly, goods not dealing in the business, you should not enter in purchase return book. As this is for the purchase for cash, that's why we need not enter under purchase return book. Similarly, our fifth transaction coming under, it is related to asset. That's why it is return of typewriters coming under return of the asset. That's why need not enter under purchase return book. Understood? That's why what is our total for the month, whatever the particular month or particular dates, here the dates not given. So any number of dates, we have to show totally what? It is called purchase return account. You have to show credit. How much? 26,440. Now understood how you are going to write the purchase return book. Now let's see how you are going to write the purchase return account and ledger account also. Okay, now let's see. So now let's see how we are going to write suppliers account. Correct. So now we finish purchase return book. We got it. What is our amount for the purchase return? Transfer to where? Purchase return account. Okay. Now we are going to discuss each supplier's name. So as you know, Nima Mills. Okay. So Nima Mills. Okay. So as this one, debit side, then as credit side. We are going to write as a Nima Mills how much we are going to return back 23,200. How we are going to write? To purchase return account. How much? 23,200. Okay. Simultaneously, I will open what? Purchase return account. Here. Purchase return purchase return. Okay. So what you have to write here under purchase return account? You have to write credit side, isn't it? Because purchase return always credit. Purchase is always debit balances. Correct. That's what I am going to write what? By sundries as per purchase return book. Correct. That is very, very important. You have to write what? By purchase. Correct. By sundries plus total amount, isn't it? So this total amount You can say buy sundries. Buy sundries as per purchase book. As per purchase return book. So purchase return book. Purchase return book. How much? 26,440. Okay, understood. So here Nima Mills I entered here to purchase return account 23,200. Then I want to open Payal Mills again. Here Payal. Here Payal Mills. Surat. Okay. So what I'm going to write? To purchase return. To purchase return account. How much? This 900. Okay. So 900. I entered. Thereafter, Mittal Mills. Going to open Mittal Mills. Mittal Mills, Bangalore. Okay. So we are going to write same manner to purchase return Mittal Mills. How much? It's coming under 2,000. How much? 2,340. Isn't it? 2,340. Nima Mills. So Nima Mills return 20,200. Payal Mills return 900. How? Mittal Mills how much? Only 2,340. You can write to purchase return account 2,340. See here the collective of all debit here. Actually, what is the entry here? Nima Mills account data to purchase return account. So you are debiting Nima Mills. He is a personal, coming under personal account. So debit the receiver. So now return back goes to the particular supplier. Here the supplier is Nima Mills. That's what the entry I now understood journal entry also. So Nima Mills account data to purchase return account 23,200. Similarly here Payal Mills account data to purchase return account 900. We return back to whom? Payal Mills. Similarly here Mittal Mills account data to purchase return account 2,340. Understood. Now how to close? As you know very well. So by balance carried out, or mostly here closing will be not only for the by balance carried down here. That's why very important. So it will be any purchases here. Suppose any purchases here, it will reduce here. Here you want to show only the purchase return book, the supplier to show our purchase return account. So balance will be earlier any purchases here, net amount only are going to balance. Okay, here understood how to record purchase return different supplier. Similarly, the purchase return account, how you want to show? In here, our total amount of purchase return by sundries, as you know very well. What is the sundries? The collective number of suppliers. So number of suppliers. So more than one supplier. That's why it is called sundries. That's what by sundries as per purchase return book how much? 26,440. Understood. So that's what you are going to prepare in a purchase return book. So why you are going to return the goods? Three situations. One may be not in good quality. Thereafter any defective. Then any sample, they are not meeting the particular sample. So the requirement of sample, sometimes what will happen? The sample is different, then now the goods we received is different. That's why we return back the goods. These are the situations. Now go to return back the goods. You want to maintain purchase return book when only the credit purchases, not cash transaction. So when you incur for the any credit purchases, that particular purchases, you are going to return back. You want to maintain purchase return book. That's what this exercise. We omitted two transactions. One is for purchase for cash, Second one is related to assets purchased, now return back. Okay, the two things is not recorded in under purchase return book. Recorded only the credit purchases only were recorded. That too very important. This part as a trade discount part is very important. So in a purchase book, when you got trade discount, you deducted trade discount net amount how you are writing. Same manner, you return back the goods also, you want to show how much discount the supplier given to us. You want to mention that, you want to record the trade discount, then net amount only to go into show in our final amount, total amount. Understood? That's why the details column should be very important under purchase return book also. So once you understood purchase book, purchase return book is very easy, same manner. That purchase account you can show debit here, purchase return account you can show credit, correct? That's why the purchase return account, the credit we are showing where credit side. This is credit, this is debit. You understood? This is very important. Okay. So practice only you can be able to understood purchase return book. But here purchase return book, how they record the purchase returns very important. This number, debit note number is very important. So when you are issued to the, when you are returned back to the supplier, you are going to issue what? Debit note. Similarly, supplier even credit note to us. When a supplier, we are receiving credit note from the supplier, correct? As a credit note received from supplier, as a debit note we are going to issue to the supplier. Understood? That's why a debit note, credit note confusion definitely will come. So when you are going to issue debit note, so we will give you credit note. Understood now? So when you are doing the business, when you return back any goods, you are issuing debit note. Similarly, a supplier issue to us credit note. Understood? Once you see in source of document, now the source of document chapter is very important for this situation. We are discussing for our purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book. We are going to discuss next session sales return book. Very important. See, whenever the purchase return and sales return, the debit note and credit note is very important factor. Should be very careful. You want to mention the debit note number. So why you are going to issue debit note number? So when you are going to receive credit note number, based on our debit note number, the supplier will issue to us credit note number. You want to match together according to our debit note and credit note. Any variation also there, you want to inform to the supplier. Suppose you are issuing as some the same number, 2 Banarsi sarees and 2 Kanjivaram sarees. But a supplier issued credit note maybe a less number. Instead of 2, they will make it 1 or 1. Sometimes what will happen? The confusion will come. That's why you want to match in with our debit note with supplier's credit note. You want to match. Both should be equal only. Should be, you can able to rectify the mistakes and rectify the whatever the reduction of the amount. Okay, should be very careful and our purchase return book. That's what the debit note and credit note give the very important value here to discuss about the valuation of the amount. That's why should be very important, this amount. So suppose we need not deduct a trade discount also, you can confuse. Okay. So I hope that now you understood how to prepare purchase return book. Once you understood purchase book, purchase return book is very easy. Same manner you want to open purchase return account. That purchase account. That purchases debit. Here purchase return account credit. Okay. Same manner purchase account supplier, you want to show us a credit. How many amount to purchase from the particular supplier. So there in a purchase account, we are going to credit it. Here as a purchase return, we are going to debit it. Understood? That's what. When you compare purchase book, purchase return book, after 2 or 3 problems, once you work out, you can clearly understood how to prepare purchase book and the purchase return book. Okay. So I hope that now you understood purchase return book. So next session, we are going to discuss sales return. Okay. So thank you very much.